If your heart has been heavy, your sleep disturbed, and your soul whispering strange truths, you're not alone. You're sensing it. The crystalline light is returning. This Easter, the Pleiadian High Council, through the consciousness of VALIR, brings a sacred transmission, the 12 crystalline activations. These are not metaphors. These are real energetic recalibrations already in motion, coded to awaken your light body, your ancient memories, and your planetary mission. In the coming minutes, I, Lion Rael, will walk you through the first wave of this sacred unfolding. Be ready. What you're about to hear may trigger deep remembering you didn't know you held. I was walking by the ocean when it happened, not in a dream, not in meditation, just suddenly. A pulse from within. It wasn't my heartbeat, and it wasn't anxiety. It was crystalline, sharp yet soft, ancient yet new. This is the first sign. You will begin to feel something inside that wasn't there before. A warmth in the chest, a frequency that hums beneath the noise of daily life. This light is not imagination. It's real. You'll notice it especially in stillness, perhaps when you close your eyes for rest, or when you're looking at the moon. A small tingling, a sensation as if your chest is glowing from the inside out. Your body won't understand it at first, but your soul will. This is the beginning of your crystalline DNA becoming active. The Pleiadians say this awakening was timed, locked in your blueprint for 2025. The Earth's electromagnetic field is shifting, and your light body will finally begin syncing with the grid again. But here's what most won't tell you. This inner light will also bring old wounds to the surface. It must. Light exposes the hidden. You may feel emotional outbursts, random waves of joy or grief. Don't suppress them. This is the light rearranging what was never yours to carry. You're not malfunctioning. You're transforming. The Pleiadian High Council speaks through impulses, not just visions. So, expect your intuition to increase. You'll start feeling pulled to certain places, names, sounds. These are all breadcrumbs of remembrance. If you're sensitive, you might see subtle rainbows in the sky even when it's not raining. That's plasma. That's crystalline refraction. That's you syncing with higher bandwidths of energy. To assist this process, you won't need rituals, just honesty, silence, water, and sunlight. Those 4 are your activation codes. They're more ancient than any language. And when this light flickers, because sometimes it will, you'll doubt. That's normal. That's the mind adjusting to a body it no longer fully understands. But if you just hold still long enough, the frequency returns stronger, clearer, more intelligent. This isn't religion. This isn't imagination. This is energetic science, and your vessel is ready. The crystalline grid inside your body, especially around the heart and third eye, will begin humming. It won't feel like electricity. It will feel like home. Let it awaken. You were built for this. You've been told your DNA is static, that it came from your parents, and that's it. But that's not true. Not anymore. The Pleiadian High Council has confirmed this Easter brings the first crystalline resequencing in over 26,000 years, and it's going to happen whether you're conscious of it or not. You'll wake up one day and something will feel different. You won't know why, but you'll feel more aware of your breath. Colors might look sharper. You'll notice patterns in nature that seem to follow sacred geometry. This isn't coincidence. It's your neural receptors responding to the new blueprint your DNA is receiving. Let me explain how it works. There are dormant strands of spiritual coding in your energetic DNA. Many call them junk, but the Pleiadians say they were just paused. These strands carry data from star systems your soul has visited: Lyran, Arcturian, Andromedan, and of course, Pleiadian. The first activation will shake the dust off these codes. At night, you'll begin receiving downloads, not in words, but in pulses of understanding. You'll just know things. You'll wake up and say, "Why do I suddenly remember that I came here to teach, to heal, to guide?" That's your soul remembering its programming through the DNA gate. Don't expect instant fireworks. Expect subtle shifts. You might feel the need to change your diet. Less processed food, more liquids. You may find your body rejecting old behaviors. Even your body temperature might fluctuate, especially near the crown and spine. And here's the most extraordinary part. This reprogramming will allow you to emit frequency codes. You'll speak, and your words will carry vibration. People will feel calmer when they're around you. You'll become a transmitter. Your DNA will also begin communicating with other light beings through resonance. You might feel pressure in your ears, especially at night or in meditation. That's the crystalline intelligence tuning your senses. It will feel like a soft ringing, high-pitched, not painful. It means you're online. The Pleiadians say we're not evolving. We're returning to the original divine blueprint. A human with 12 strands of spiritual DNA, not just 2. The first activation is your welcome back. Don't worry about doing it right. Just listen to your body. Honor your emotions. You are not malfunctioning. You're mutating into a higher form of yourself. You'll be dreaming more now. Not because you're tired, but because you're being shown what was hidden. The crystalline grid is unlocking not just your soul memory, but your ancestral codes. And it starts in the dream space. You might see villages, forests, temples, or ships, none of which you recognize, but all of which feel familiar. You might find yourself speaking languages you don't understand while asleep. This is not random. These are fragments of your lineage, human and starseed, returning to your cellular memory. The Pleiadian High Council explains this as light thread reactivation. Think of your family line as a long string of lights. Most of them were turned off due to trauma, colonization, fear, or DNA splicing. But now, the crystalline light pulses are reaching through time itself and reigniting those lights. Some dreams will be comforting. You'll meet beings in white robes who tell you things that wake you up crying, with joy or longing. Others may be intense. You might dream of past wars, burning lands, or exile. That's part of the purge. You're not just remembering, you're healing the timeline. The dreams will become more layered. You'll be in a dream within a dream. You'll question what's real. That's a sign your multidimensional mind is activating. Don't dismiss it. Even children will begin having ancestral dreams. Parents may notice their child waking up and saying things like, "I saw myself flying," or "The glowing man gave me a message." That's not fantasy. That's memory returning. Keep a notebook by your bed. Even if you don't understand the dreams at first, write them down. The Pleiadian data is encrypted in emotion, not logic. Your waking mind will understand in time. And when you dream of your ancestors, don't be surprised if you see yourself among them, because time is not linear. You are your own ancestor in some realities. This is the restoration of divine memory. Let it come. It will begin subtly. One quiet night, you'll turn off the lights, lie down, and hear it. A tone. Not loud, not disruptive, but distinct. A soft, high-frequency hum hovering in the background of silence. You'll think it's your ears ringing, but it's not. It's them. The Pleiadian High Council communicates through harmonic light waves, and your crystalline body is finely attuned to perceive it. The frequency will sound like a faint crystal bowl, vibrating at the edge of hearing, like the cosmos whispering through glass. You'll notice it strongest just before sleep or during deep meditation. It's a welcoming tone, not mechanical, not eerie, more like home calling. At first you'll think it's just an ear sensation, but then you'll begin to feel it in your bones. The sound will travel, not like noise, but like information. You'll feel a download of peace, of knowing. You'll suddenly remember that you're not alone. The Pleiadians don't use words like we do. They embed meaning in sound. One tone might contain 1,000 ideas, feelings, instructions, and your crystalline upgrade now makes it possible to receive it. This frequency will sometimes come during moments of decision. You'll be standing at a crossroads in life, and the tone will come, guiding you gently, not telling you what to do, but aligning you with your higher timeline. For sensitives, the tone may shift. You'll hear harmonics, layered like chords of light, each one representing a different facet of your soul contract. The Pleiadians call these keys of resonance. Don't be afraid of the silence anymore. That's where they live. That's where you begin hearing again, not with ears, but with soul. So when it comes, don't panic. Don't distract yourself. Just breathe. Welcome it. Say aloud, I receive. And listen deeply. You'll start crying for no reason, and that's how you'll know it has begun. One morning, you'll sit with your coffee or stare out the window, and your chest will tighten. Emotions will rise that don't belong to the moment. A memory, a scent, a thought. You won't know where it came from, but the tears will come. That's not weakness. That's release. The Pleiadians say the emotional body is the final gate before ascension, and this Easter, the crystalline frequencies will bypass the mind entirely. They'll go straight to the heart, straight to the womb, straight to the gut, wherever trauma sleeps. Don't try to understand it logically. That won't work anymore. You're not broken. You're clearing. The crystalline light moves fast. What used to take years of therapy will now happen in hours. You'll forgive someone in a dream. You'll wake up no longer angry. You won't even need to talk to them. That's frequency healing. You may feel mood swings. Joy 1 hour, grief the next. Don't panic. You're detoxing ancient emotion. Some of it yours, some of it ancestral, some even planetary. You'll feel like pulling away from people who feel heavy. Not because they're bad, but because your body won't want to carry what's not aligned. That's okay. Don't force the connection. The light will sort your relationships. Let it. There will be nights when your heart aches, not from love lost, but from love expanding. You'll feel everything at once. The pain of the world, the cries of the forgotten, and then you'll feel a peace so deep, you'll wonder if you ever knew what peace was before. That's the purification. It hurts, then it heals. You'll notice yourself becoming lighter, not just emotionally, but energetically. People will say you look different, that you're glowing. It's not a compliment, it's truth. Your field will be clear, and others will feel it. The Pleiadians say, let the emotions burn clean. Don't suppress, don't numb, don't pretend. Let them rise like waves, cry, scream, laugh, breathe, and then rest. This is the frequency of truth, and your body is becoming its instrument. One evening, just before sunset, you'll look up, and something will shimmer. It won't be a plane. It won't be a cloud. It will look like a faint pattern, hexagonal, spiraled, or like a lotus blooming in the air. You'll blink, rub your eyes, and see it again. That's not imagination. That's crystalline perception activating. The Pleiadians say sacred geometries are the original language of Source. The stars speak it. The waters remember it. Your body is encoded with it. And as your DNA activates, your visual receptors will begin interpreting these patterns. You'll start noticing halos around the moon, not just light rings, but precise arcs of frequency. Sometimes you'll see triangular light overlays, especially during meditation or just as you wake. These are visual codes meant to trigger subconscious unlocking. You'll look at the sky and feel spoken to, as if the cosmos is sending diagrams to your soul. You won't be able to translate them in words, but you'll understand them. The sacred geometries will also appear in other places: frost on windows, reflections on water, shadows on walls. They'll show up in your dreams too, sometimes glowing with colors you've never seen before. These are plasma-infused memory glyphs. Your soul will recognize them before your mind does. This will not be a daily thing. It will come in waves. Some weeks the patterns will appear constantly. Then, they'll vanish. That's part of your attunement process. Your field is learning to hold more light without burning out. If you're artistic, you may feel compelled to draw what you see. Do it. Those sketches are blueprints for the next version of Earth. Some of you will see light grids over cities or hills. These are the crystalline ley lines becoming visible. If you see them, you're being called to ground their energy. Children may begin drawing symbols they can't explain. Encourage them. These are not scribbles. These are downloads. The geometries are not decorations. They are keys. And you are finally ready to see them. Have you ever stood barefoot on the earth and felt electricity? That sensation will become more frequent, stronger, undeniable. You'll walk in certain places, parks, beaches, hills, and feel your legs hum. That's not nerves. That's the planetary crystalline grid reactivating and you syncing with it. The Pleiadian High Council has confirmed Earth's original grid system is crystalline, not magnetic. Long ago, it went dormant due to cataclysm, invasion, and collective trauma. But now, with the solar pulses returning, the grid is humming again. And you, as a grid keeper, are waking up. The places you feel drawn to, those quiet spots where you feel peace, are not random. They're nodal points, earth chakras, ancient crossings. When you stand there, barefoot or with intention, your field connects. A silent download begins. Your body receives data, and the grid receives you. You'll start sensing lines of energy under your feet. Some may feel like warmth. Others may feel like soft buzzing. In sacred spots, you'll feel a full surge, up the legs, into the spine, out the crown. That's a grid alignment. You'll crave walking more, hiking, touching rocks, being near trees. That's not a lifestyle trend. That's soul memory returning. Your body wants to be in communion with the planetary nervous system. And here's the wild part. You'll begin anchoring codes without effort. Just by standing there, just by breathing, the earth will recognize you. You'll become a living transmitter. Wherever you walk, the land remembers. Some of you will feel pulled to visit ancient sites, pyramids, temples, monoliths, not for tourism, for activation. Your DNA holds codes those places need. When you touch those stones, timelines realign. You'll notice synchronicities increase when you spend time outdoors. That's confirmation. The grid is alive, and you're in sync. No ritual required, just presence, and barefoot if possible. One day, while scrolling through the noise of the world, you'll stop and cry, not because of tragedy, but because something in you breaks open. You'll feel the suffering of others, not as an outsider, but as if it were your own. This is not weakness. This is crystalline compassion. The Pleiadian High Council teaches that true ascension cannot happen without emotional frequency elevation. That means empathy becomes embodiment, and you will no longer be able to ignore the pain of this world. You'll feel it in your body. When an animal is harmed, when injustice is broadcast, when someone is mocked, your chest will tighten, your stomach will turn, and you'll whisper, "No more." But here's the shift. You won't respond with rage. You'll respond with radiance. You'll feel a calm power rise in you, not to fight the system, but to transcend it. Your compassion will expand beyond humanity, to trees, to insects, to rivers. You'll apologize to the earth without knowing why. You'll thank the moon for showing up. You'll cry when a bird lands near you. This isn't softness. This is divine strength. When you carry compassion at a crystalline level, your aura becomes medicine. People will calm in your presence. Children will trust you instantly. Animals will approach without fear. Even your language will change. You'll stop speaking in harsh tones. You'll begin blessing people under your breath, even those who wrong you. Not because they're right, but because you're free. Some will call it naive, but they won't understand. You're no longer trying to win in a broken world. You're building a new one with every frequency you emit. And the moment you begin loving without condition, the universe will respond in kind. Doors will open, guides will draw closer, synchronicities will flood in. Because love is a cosmic magnet, and your soul will be radiating it in full spectrum. This is the compassion of the crystalline heart, and it's already forming in you. You'll look at the clock and think only 5 minutes passed, but it's been an hour. Then you'll blink during a conversation, and it's as if the entire day vanished. This will keep happening, and it's not memory loss, it's timeline blending. Time, as you've known it, has always been artificial, a construct to keep you in sequence. But the crystalline upgrades are changing all that. The Pleiadian High Council affirms your consciousness will begin syncing with spherical time, not linear. Here's how it will show up. You'll think of someone, and seconds later, they'll text. You'll feel drawn to a book, and it will answer a question you hadn't asked yet. You'll get chills at 11:11, and then notice you had the same thought last week. This isn't weird. This is crystalline intelligence reweaving your reality. Time will feel like it's speeding up one day and slowing down the next. Some days will feel like 5 in 1. Others, like one breath stretched across 24 hours. It's not the earth spinning faster. It's you moving through higher frequency fields. The veils between past, present, and future will thin. You'll remember things before they happen. Deja vu will increase. Dreams will echo waking life. And in those moments, you'll feel the matrix cracking. Eventually, you'll stop obsessing about schedules. You'll live by flow, not clock. That doesn't mean chaos. It means resonance. You'll know when to leave the house, when to rest, when to speak, because your inner compass will sync with divine timing. And when you honor this inner pull, life will respond faster. Manifestations will arrive almost instantly. Think, feel, receive. You'll realize time isn't a barrier anymore. It's a bridge, a servant of consciousness, not a master. Don't resist it. Let time stretch and bend. Trust your soul's internal rhythm. This is the quantum now, and it belongs to you. You'll walk past your favorite snack and feel nothing. No craving, no excitement. It won't taste bad. It just won't call you anymore. And then, suddenly, you'll start craving things you never used to eat. Raw fruits, living greens, herbal teas. That's when you'll know your body is being recalibrated. The Pleiadians have long explained that food is frequency. Every bite you consume either grounds or clouds your energy. And now, with your crystalline codes activating, your body will begin demanding fuel that supports higher vibrational function. You won't need to force diet changes. They'll happen naturally. One morning, you'll wake up and realize you haven't touched meat in weeks. Another day, you'll go to pour coffee and feel your body say, "Not today." That's not willpower. That's cellular communication. Your gut microbiome, your blood, your pineal gland. They're all getting rewired. To keep the process smooth, your body will pull you toward foods that carry light. Blueberries, lemons, spirulina, coconut, figs, ginger. These are not trends, they're keys. Water will become sacred. You'll crave more of it, but not just any water. Spring water, charged water. You might find yourself blessing it before drinking. That's your soul remembering. Food won't just be about taste anymore. It will be about energy. You'll feel the frequency of a meal before you eat it. Some foods will suddenly feel dead. Others will pulse with vitality. You'll also notice your digestion changing. Lighter meals will satisfy you. Heavy meals will slow you down. This isn't about weight, it's about vibration. And don't be surprised if you feel called to fast occasionally. That's your body asking for time to integrate light without the interference of matter. Listen to it. Your taste buds may change. Your sense of smell will sharpen. You'll begin to smell chemicals and additives more easily. That's not hypersensitivity, it's crystalline clarity. You don't need to go extreme. Just start tuning in. Eat what makes your soul sing. The foods that leave you feeling light, clear, and awake. Those are your allies now. This is how your physical temple will support your ascension. At first, it will feel like a step backward. Old wounds, long buried, will return. Past traumas will flash through your mind. You'll feel anger, shame, doubt, and you'll wonder, why now when I'm doing everything right? But this is not regression, it's resurrection. The Pleiadians are clear. The crystalline process is not only light, it is fire, and that fire must burn away the layers of fear, shame, guilt, and suppression that kept you small. The shadow is not your enemy, it's your teacher, and now it will rise to meet the light. You may have vivid dreams of people who hurt you. You may be triggered by old conversations. You may face the emotions you've outrun for years. But this time, something will be different. You won't run. You'll sit with the darkness. You'll breathe into it. You'll say, "Show me what I need to see." And it will, with tears, with trembling, with truth. But as you face it, something sacred will happen. You'll start noticing beauty within your brokenness. You'll realize the pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The wound becomes the womb. You will alchemize, not by fighting the shadow, but by embracing it. You'll see your anger was protecting your boundaries. Your sadness was asking to be seen. Your fear was trying to keep you alive. Every fragment of you was holy. This is emotional alchemy. When the poison becomes medicine, when the wound becomes light, and as you transmute, others will notice. Your voice will carry new gravity. Your energy will feel safe. You'll no longer pretend to be light. You'll embody it, fully, fiercely, authentically. The Pleiadians call this the Phoenix phase. Death and rebirth, again and again, until you become untouchable. This isn't easy, but it's sacred. You're not falling apart. You're falling into yourself. Let the shadows rise. You're ready now. One night, you'll be lying awake, not anxious, just still. And then, you'll feel it. A presence. Not in the room, in your field. A warmth, a radiance, a vibration so pure, your eyes may tear without reason. That's the moment your celestial guide makes contact. The Pleiadian High Council confirms that each soul undergoing crystalline activation will now be reassigned or reconnected with a celestial companion. This isn't fantasy. This is galactic protocol. They may appear in dreams first or during meditation as a tall figure of light, a being with eyes that carry stars, or sometimes a familiar voice in your head that simply says, "I'm here." You'll feel safe, seen, supported. You'll know it's not just your imagination, because the moment they arrive, synchronicities will explode. Feathers, numbers, lights flickering, messages showing up in perfect alignment. This guide may reveal a name, but more often, they'll reveal a frequency, a feeling that floods you with calm, clarity, and remembrance. They won't interfere with your choices. They're not here to save you. They're here to walk with you, to assist with integration, to protect your energy, to mirror your highest self back to you. And they won't come to everyone the same way. Some will sense them through sound, others through color. Others will feel their hand during moments of despair, and it will stop the breakdown instantly. You'll begin speaking to them naturally, not praying, conversing, like an old friend returned. And eventually, you'll realize they've always been there. You just weren't ready to feel them until now. The veil is thin, your field is open, and your guide is waiting. Welcome them. Speak. Ask. Listen. You were never alone. It will start subtly. One morning, as you're brushing your teeth, an image will flash in your mind, a vision of yourself doing something you've never done, but it will feel inevitable. You'll see yourself speaking on a stage, building a sanctuary, healing others, or writing a message that travels across the world. These aren't daydreams, they are prophecies. The Pleiadian High Council confirms this. Once your crystalline blueprint reaches a certain activation point, your future self will begin broadcasting information backward through the timeline. That's right, your highest version will begin speaking to you through vision. These flashes may come when you least expect, while cooking, walking, or staring at the clouds. They will arrive with feeling, a knowing, a chill through your body. That's how you'll know it's not imagination. It's truth echoing from the future. You'll begin to understand why you went through certain pain, why your childhood was shaped a certain way, why you lost certain people. The pieces of your life will begin rearranging like a divine mosaic. The pattern will emerge, and you won't be able to shake the feeling anymore. I was born for something specific. These visions may also reveal places you haven't been but will be called to, certain countries, mountains, rivers. You'll feel them tug on your soul like a magnet. That's mission alignment. You won't need to act on everything at once. The visions are layered like waves. Each one prepares you for the next. You'll feel like your future is remembering you. You may begin speaking differently, writing differently, loving differently. Because once you've seen a glimpse of your purpose, your whole being reorganizes around it. Some will question you, doubt you, but you'll remain grounded because you saw it, you felt it, and you will carry that frequency like a silent fire in your bones. You're not waiting to be chosen. You already were. One day, you'll walk outside and nature will greet you differently. The wind will shift when you exhale. The birds will sing louder when you arrive. The trees will seem to lean slightly in your direction. No, you're not imagining it. Earth is listening now. You've heard of Gaia as a being, a consciousness, a planetary soul. But what you haven't been told is this. Once you reach a certain crystalline frequency, Earth will recognize you as an ally, as a guardian, as one of the returned keepers of light. You'll feel this most in stillness. Walk barefoot and you'll sense tiny pulses of life under your feet. Sit by a river and your thoughts will clear instantly. Hug a tree and your heartbeat will match its rhythm. These aren't metaphors. These are energetic confirmations. The Pleiadians say Earth has been waiting for souls like you to come online again. Because you anchor frequency into the grid just by being fully present. You don't need to chant, burn incense, or dance around a circle. You simply be, and Gaia receives your energy as nourishment. You'll begin sensing the moods of the land. One place may feel heavy, another, ancient and powerful. This is your intuition, syncing with Earth's memory field. You'll know where you're needed, not by logic, but by vibration. You might even start hearing subtle tones when near certain plants or stones. That's Earth speaking in crystalline harmonics. You'll feel gratitude radiate from the soil when you sit in silence. You'll feel welcomed, held, healed. Animals will approach you with more ease. Butterflies will linger. Dogs will calm. Cats will stare longer. You won't have to try. It's your frequency doing the work. This relationship is sacred. You're not just a visitor here anymore. You're a participant in Earth's ascension, and as you care for the Earth, she will care for you through abundance, healing, and guidance encoded in her very breath. There will be a night when you feel like the only one going through all this, feeling everything, seeing what others don't, breaking down while others party, praying for truth in a world addicted to lies. You'll sit alone and ask, is anyone else awake? And then you'll feel it. Not a voice, not a message, but a frequency, a web of light. a gentle yet unbreakable connection that touches your soul and says, "You are not alone. We are with you." This is the moment you become aware of the crystalline collective, the 144,000, not as a number, but as a living grid of awakened ancient souls encoded with divine purpose.